Imagine this scene. It's 1975 in Okinawa, Japan. A young cardiologist named Dr. Makoto Suzuki gets an unusual call from a colleague in Tokyo. "You have to come see this," the colleague insists. "There's a woman in Yamatan village who's 100 years old, and she's outside cutting grass with a sickle." Doubting what he's hearing, Suzuki heads out, expecting someone weak and fragile. Instead, he meets a woman bursting with life and energy, someone who doesn't even consider herself extraordinary. That single encounter shifted everything. It launched a 50-year journey that uncovered secrets already operating inside your body today. Secrets that could genuinely extend your life by decades. But here's the twist. While Suzuki was studying these remarkable centenarians, another Japanese scientist was making a breakthrough that would earn a Nobel Prize. Dr. Yoshinori Ohsumi uncovered something incredible. Tiny mechanisms inside your cells acting like cleanup crews, eliminating cancer cells, burning fat, and repairing age-related damage. The catch? These microscopic systems only activate under very specific conditions. And here's the problem. Most people unknowingly shut them off every day through habits that seem harmless. Today, you'll see how these scientists decoded the process of cellular renewal, and more importantly, how you can switch it on starting tonight. But first, let's go back to the moment that changed Ohsumi's life forever. It was 1988. He sat staring into a microscope, frustrated after months of research on yeast cells. He was trying to understand why cells sometimes appeared to consume themselves. Other researchers dismissed it. "It's just waste disposal," they said. But Ohsumi wasn't convinced. He modified yeast cells and deprived them of nutrients. Then, something unbelievable happened. Under the microscope, he saw structures he'd never noticed before, behaving like tiny Pac-Man figures, devouring damaged cell parts and recycling them into energy and building blocks. He had discovered autophagy, literally meaning self-eating, your body's most powerful anti-aging system. This wasn't just cleaning, it was full-scale renovation. Old, damaged components were broken down and rebuilt stronger. The scientific community was stunned. This was proof your body contains its own built-in fountain of youth. But there was a condition. Autophagy only switches on when your body senses scarcity or survival mode. And Ohsumi realized something massive. The traditional eating patterns of Japanese centenarians were unknowingly triggering this process daily. Meanwhile, back in Okinawa, Suzuki couldn't stop thinking about that woman cutting grass. He began visiting more elderly residents, and what he discovered challenged everything he knew about aging. These people weren't just living longer, they were thriving. At 95, they still farmed. At 100, they still danced. Their arteries were cleaner than many 50-year-olds. Cancer was almost non-existent among them. Their secret wasn't medicine or procedures, it was something they practiced 3 times a day without even thinking. Suzuki found they followed an old Confucian rule called hara hachibu. Before eating, they would remind themselves, eat until you're about 80% full. Not stuffed, not completely satisfied, just comfortably content. Simple, right? But here's what was really happening. By stopping at 80%, they were creating the exact conditions needed to activate autophagy. Their cells experience just enough stress to trigger repair without causing harm. Think of your body like a factory. You constantly overloaded with food. Every worker is busy processing incoming material. Maintenance never happens. But when you ease ease off at 80%, it's like the night crew steps in, cleaning, repairing, and replacing damaged parts. But it gets even deeper. Enter Dr. Shigigaki Hinohara, a legend in Japan. He didn't just study these principles, he lived them until the age of 105. Early in his career, he noticed a pattern. Patients with digestive issues often had problems everywhere else: aging skin, low energy, weak immunity. That's when it clicked. The gut is the control center for overall health. He created a simple life extension routine: light breakfast, minimal lunch, and a main meal in the evening. But the key detail? He stopped eating by 6 p.m. and didn't eat again until 10 a.m. the next day. That's 16 hours of allowing the body to repair itself. The outcome was insane. At 100, he was still treating patients. At 102, he traveled internationally to give lectures. He worked long days with energy levels people half his age couldn't match. When asked his secret, he'd calmly say, "I give my body time to clean itself every night." At the same time, Dr. Hiromi Shinya was uncovering something equally shocking. This Japanese-American doctor pioneered new ways to examine the digestive system. Over 30 years, he studied more than 300,000 colons. He could judge overall health just by looking inside the gut. People who ate processed foods, heavy meat, and dairy had damaged, shortened colons. But those who followed traditional Japanese diets had longer, cleaner, healthier digestive systems. And here's what really stood out. The healthiest individuals regularly gave their digestive systems extended rest. They weren't following trendy diets or expensive supplement routines. They were simply eating within a limited time window and fasting for longer periods, just like their ancestors. Shinya realized constant eating prevents repair, but giving the body 14 to 16 hours of rest triggers regeneration. Gut cells renew, the liver detoxifies, and the entire system shifts into repair mode. Now everything connects. Ohsumi's research showed autophagy isn't random. It peaks during a specific window, and it's not when most people think. While sleep plays a role, the real action happens in the final hours before waking. After 12 to 16 hours of fasting, your cellular cleanup systems go into full operation. But modern habits ruin this. People wake up and immediately eat, shutting down the process before it finishes. It's like calling off the cleaning crew just as they start working. Okinawan centenarians did the opposite. They extended that window, sometimes reaching 16 to 18 hours. During that time, their cells weren't just surviving, they were rebuilding and strengthening. Suzuki also discovered something else. These centenarians didn't just eat less, they ate differently. While most of Japan relied on white rice, Okinawans ate purple sweet potatoes. These weren't random choices. Purple sweet potatoes contain compounds that enhance autophagy. They're low on the glycemic index, meaning they don't spike insulin and interrupt cellular repair. Instead, they provide steady energy while keeping the body in repair mode. And that was just the start. Their diets included bitter melon, seaweed, tofu, and colorful vegetables. Each food contributed to cellular repair. Bitter melon helps control blood sugar. Seaweed provides essential minerals for detoxification. Colorful vegetables deliver antioxidants that protect cells during repair. Another overlooked detail? Their drinking habits. Many had daily tea rituals lasting hours. But this wasn't just cultural, it was functional. Green tea, jasmine tea, and local blends contain compounds that support autophagy. Polyphenols in green tea protect cells during repair. Plus, sipping tea slowly reduces mindless snacking, helping maintain fasting periods naturally. Hinohara also changed how he approached breakfast. Instead of heavy meals, he started with fresh vegetable juice, often carrot or apple, with a tablespoon of olive oil. This wasn't random. The olive oil slowed sugar absorption, preventing insulin spikes. The juice delivered nutrients without overwhelming digestion. But here's the key detail. He drank only half a glass, then waited 20 minutes before eating solid food. This allowed a smooth transition from fasting to feeding, maximizing both states. What Suzuki, Hinohara, and Shinya all discovered was this: timing is everything. The body is designed for cycles of eating and fasting. Constant eating disrupts those rhythms and shuts down repair systems. Their optimal pattern was simple. Finish eating by 6 to 7 p.m., sleep with a light stomach, wait at least 12 hours, ideally 16, before your next meal. During that window, your body repairs, detoxifies, and rebuilds. And this isn't some extreme diet trend, it's just aligning with natural biology the same way Okinawan centenarians have done for generations. Here's the reality check. Recent research shows younger Okinawans are losing their longevity edge as they adopt Western habits, processed foods, constant snacking, late-night eating. Their health outcomes are declining. That proves something important. It's not genetics, it's behavior. Change the habits and the results change too. But that also means there's hope. If bad habits can destroy longevity, good ones can restore it. Your body is ready to repair itself the moment you give it the right conditions. So how do you start? Week 1, practice Hara Hachi Bu. Stop eating at 80% fullness. Learn your body's signals. Week 2, extend your fasting window. Start with 12 hours, then move to 14, then 16. Week 3, change your mornings. Begin with tea or vegetable juice. Wait 20 minutes before solid food. Week 4, upgrade your main meal. Focus on whole, colorful foods, sweet potatoes, greens, tofu, fish, and spices like turmeric and ginger. What happens next? Changes come in waves. First week, more energy, better sleep. Weeks 2 to 4, sharper focus, clearer skin, less brain fog. Months 2 to 6, stronger immunity, reduced aches, steady energy, and a noticeably younger appearance. Even now, Dr. Suzuki continues his work into his 90s, still curious, still learning. Ohsumi's discovery has been confirmed by thousands of studies. Your body is built to renew itself, but only under the right conditions. This knowledge isn't locked behind expensive treatments. It's simple, natural, and available to anyone willing to respect the body's rhythms. So tonight, when you finish eating a little earlier, understand what you're doing. You're activating systems that may have been dormant for years. You're stepping into a lifestyle practiced by some of the longest living people on Earth. It starts with one decision, giving your body time to repair itself. And the results, as proven by generations of centenarians, can be extraordinary. If this opened your eyes to what your body is capable of, drop a yes below. Your support helps spread this kind of life-changing information. Hit like if you're serious about improving your health, share it with someone who needs it, and subscribe for more science-backed insights that can extend your life. Thanks for being here on this journey toward better health and longer living.